What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Like or Dislike, where I review and take a look at indie, AAA, AA, and VR games. I give you guys a quick little synopsis about what's going on in the game. I do a pros and cons towards the end, and then I give my overall thoughts on the game. So if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely hit that like button. If you want to see some other games that I've reviewed, you can take a look at the pinned comment up here. So today we are looking at Toy Trains VR. Now this is a VR only indie game, so definitely keep that in mind if you're thinking about getting this. So all the gameplay that you guys are seeing was captured using my Rift-S via Steam VR. Now this is a simple to learn puzzle solver game using trains all in VR. Now story wise, your parents go on a trip and your dad leaves you his toy train set to play while they're gone. Now the toys come to life and you help them build different things by connecting the trains across the boards. You have 10 levels to play, which you get new pieces to use in each level. Now there's no wrong way to play each level, and it really lets you be creative with setting up the train tracks, which I think was one of the best features of the game. Pretty much you just need to connect these things in however you want to, as long as the train can make a full connection around, or depending on certain features you'll get, as long as you got a complete connection, you're good to go. Now as you progress through the levels, they do get a little more challenging, especially I want to say the last 3 levels really had me do some thinking. But the best thing, another good thing about the game is there's no time limit, and you're not limited on the amount of pieces you can use. You can literally go through hundreds of pieces to find the right layout you want, which I thought was another good thing. So, and it also depends on how complex you want the train layouts to be. You can have every piece track on the board. You don't have to use all the pieces. You can cover the entire board if you want to, or you can keep it as simple as you want to. The fact that they allow you to be that creative is a really great feature of this game. Now, graphics wise, well, I say the graphics and the controls were actually really good. Now, the detail on the toys, the boards, and the things you interact with was great. I thought it was pretty cool just seeing the train trucking along, carrying little resources, carrying people, and it was really cool seeing that. You could see the little characters interacting with the different buildings, and I thought that was really nice. Then as you complete each level, you get like these little toys that you can find on each level that you can interact with in the main menu or on the map itself, which I thought was really nice. Now, I only saw one bug, and it was really in the last level, and that was just like when the trains were carrying certain resources, they would just get extremely big. It wasn't annoying, it was just like, oh, okay, this is a little bug, no big deal. It wasn't nothing game breaking, and that was the only bug I saw in the entire game. So, play wise, it only took me about 4.5 hours to complete the game. And with the game at a current sale price of $17.99, and when it's not on sale it'll be at $19.99, I thought that wasn't too bad of a deal. This is one of those games you can, if you got the time, you can sit and play through in one sitting, or you can play in small increments. And I think $20 for that is reasonable for it, especially with it being on VR. It definitely stands out because most people think VR games is mostly shooter games. So this definitely stands out being different with it being puzzle and using trains. And like I said, to me there's replay value in it, because as you unlock new pieces that you can use, you can go back to the previous maps and use those pieces and be as complex as you want to. And that's pretty much the game in a nutshell there. With that being said, let's jump into the pros versus the cons. And starting off with the pros, the first thing we're going to look at, the game is challenging. Like I said, in my opinion, you get past level 5 to level 10, they definitely get more challenging. And as you get new pieces, it even makes it more complex, and it really makes you think. Like I said, the last, definitely levels 8 through 10 had me thinking the most, and I love that. Now, the next pro we're going to look at, the game is overall fun. For a game in VR, it is very fun, and I think that's the fact that you are allowed to be as creative as you want to with great controls. So, and if you love trains, it's like you get that little nostalgic of it. Like I love playing with trains growing up as a kid, so that definitely hit that nostalgic level for me. But it's one of those simple, fun games you can get into, and if you are looking for a simple game to get into VR, it's something to pick up at. And the last part we're going to look at, is the price. Like I said, currently the game is on sale for $17.99. When it's not on sale, it'll be full price $20. I think that's a reasonable price for a game that's this long. I think that's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people might say it's made too much, but in my opinion, I think that's worth it for an indie game for VR. So with the pros done, let's take a look at the cons. The first con, you can imagine, the game is short. If you're the type of person that likes very long games or games that give you a lot to do, then I can understand you may not be interested in this game. The fact that you can pretty much complete the game in less than 5 hours, I totally understand if this may not be for you, especially if you're looking for long games to play in VR. The next con we're going to look at is you do a lot of reading. So you interact with the characters, but there's no audio when they talk, so you're just reading text. Some people, that annoys them, some people don't. Me, it didn't bug me at all. It made the immersions even better along with the music. But I know some people don't like to read all the time, so that could be a possible con. And the last con, as you can imagine, the game is only in VR. So if you don't have a VR headset, some type, you cannot play this game. But if you do have it, it is worth it and a lot of fun. Now, that's just the pros and cons. Overall, my thoughts, I really enjoyed the game. I really love it. It's a game I can definitely hop in and put a couple hours in and play. And me, I never got bored. I love each level. I love it's challenging. I would love to see some more DLC or more levels, more train features, maybe some different trains put into it. I would love to see that. But if it stays like it is now, I'm happy and content with this. This is one of those games I could bring people into playing VR. It's something simple, something they can learn and have fun with. So I thought that was a good thing. But that's the end of the review. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. If you got the game for VR, let me know what you like, what you didn't like about it. As always, you guys can catch me on social media. Definitely on Twitter more nowadays. I'll be back streaming on Twitch, so you can catch me there if you want to see me playing games. And I play some of these games like this in VR. But that's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys in another video. Later.